pull up on the motherfucking op. He playing with my slime. That's my boo, that's my slime, that's my everything. That's my bitch forever, don't need no wedding ring. I give her the world, polka dots on her new pajama. Take the bitch out to Bahamas, let the hoe eat that Benny Hunter.
What's up, you guys?
Goodbye.
My name's Jay.
And I'm Tam.
And today we're going to be filming the How We Met Storytime video. So we're just going to jump right into the video because it's not really a long story. I guess it's kind of complex a little bit.
Somewhere.
So we met when we were in high school, and I was a cheerleader and she was on the basketball team.
Yo.
But when we first met, we were just friends. Like, we used to call each other Bae all the time.
Yeah, you call me Bae.
But I wasn't thinking about it like that at first. Around this time, Tamara never really came out like as gay. She never was like,
oh, I like girls because
I like girls.
Yeah, she never. I guess I don't know if she was interested in anybody.
Nah.
So she really didn't have no reason to say nothing. And then I didn't think I was gay. High school, I was cool with most people, but I never really thought like,
oh, like I like girls, like she fine.
So, but when I turned a sophomore and we became friends, like I started exploring more with her. I never even had a girlfriend before, but me and Tamara got closer like as friends, and I was like, dang, I low-key think I like her, but I was kind of in denial that I was gay. I didn't really want to be gay yet. Like, I thought it was still something bad because I was so young. But the way we found out, I had these feelings for Tamara when I was a sophomore, but I never told anybody. But I had forgot about this note I had written for myself for one of my classes, basically to my future self that I was going to receive once I graduated as a senior. So in this note, it was basically like who I was, what I liked at the time, struggles I struggled with, crushes, things like that. And I actually wrote about Tamara in this letter. But we wasn't even together. Like, we was friends, but we wasn't.
It really wasn't. We was friends, but it would just be like, oh, hey, Bae, and hug in the hallway, and then we'd be done and walk away.
Yeah, and wouldn't talk to each other for days after that. But, so, fast forward to when we were seniors, and we were together at the time. When I was a senior, and I was about to graduate, like, my teacher had mailed out these letters, and I'm like, what is this? And I open it, and my whole, like, I was like, what? Like, I still to this day did not want nobody. And Tamara, you still haven't read it.
I only seen that the little words about me.
Because I wrote, like, some crazy stuff in there, like, not crazy stuff, like, bad stuff, but just, it brings back too many memories that I want to forget about. But even just for me to be a sophomore mentioning Tamara, and here we are 20 years old, and we're together, before I even thought, like, I had, like, these feelings for Tamara, but I thought I was like, I'm never going to act on him. I'm never going to do nothing. Like, girl, you're not gay. You just young. But then, so after I had wrote that letter, we was still cool. Like, we was hanging out. We was around each other a lot. But then I had started messing with a girl. But nobody even really knew, except for my close friends, that I was messing around with her. And the reason we had connected on this type of level was because she had made me mad one day. And the only gay person I knew that I kind of felt like I liked was Tamara. And so I was like, you know what? I'm finna do something to make her mad. So Tamara was on Twitter at the time. And I had posted a picture of myself because I was about to go to this little bonfire or whatever. And she was like, you cute, I guess.
What emoji I put?
I was like, period. Perfect timing. So I mentioned her back.
Well, I think I put like the little rolling eyes emoji or some shit.
She was flirting, but
I wasn't out yet. I was just flirting, just.
And I was like, thanks, ex-bae, but we're not friends anymore. But I put the little smirking face, like.
We used to like play, like you always be talking about how I got. I don't know. Back in the day, I just was calling people Bae, and people just call me Bae.
So many girls used to like her. Like,
I wasn't even out, but it was just like a little play thing. You know, y'all know how it used to be.
And so many girls used to like her, but she was like oblivious to it. Like, so many girls would be in her face, like all over her all the time, and she was like,
no, them is my friend.
And I would be at school throwing a fit, making a whole scene because of her, and she would be like,
I didn't do anything. Them is just my friends. I don't even look at her like that.
She didn't, but they did, so. But whatever. So then she was like, why we ain't friends? plain stupid. And I was like, because you're my favorite ex-bae and we don't even be talking.
Look at you.
I said, we don't even be talking. Like, what's up? Let's talk.
And she said, well, damn, how many ex-baes do you got? And she was like, probably was with somebody else when we was together. Together. And I was like, no, babe, you're the only one I'm faithful to.
Look.
And she was 16, I was 15 in this. And so then she was like, better have been, or we would have had a major problem with the smiling face. And I was like, you need to text me because I need to keep tabs on you. And she was like, okay, DM me your number. And since then, since July 8th of 2016, we were just texting like consistently texting all the time.
Well, like I said, I wasn't even out at the time, but I like girls, and everybody knew that. But I'd be like, no, I don't like no, I'm not gay. I'm just talking, but I've been gay all my life. So it is what it is. But we started texting. First of all, anybody that's friends with me know I'll talk to you, but I don't really, like, if I'm texting, it's in a group message. I don't text nobody separately. Like, I couldn't talk to people like that. So when we started texting, we was just texting and texting. Like, I was not used to that. I wasn't used to that. And I already thought she was cute, and I liked her. I already liked her. And we was already calling each other bae, so I was all geeked and everything. And then she was a cheerleader, but at the time I stopped hooping, and I was in this class called Cat's Eye, and we had to like record football games and stuff. And I'd be at every football game recording, and she'd be on the sideline just staring at me looking, and I'd be up on the sideline staring and looking. We just be, and then I don't know, we just had the connection like we was already together.
Because when we would text, like, we would text all day consistently, but like she said, like, she wouldn't text nobody else. So I would be all in the phone, like, what you doing, where you at, like, whatever.
And
like,
we was
I
just
you,
friends. We weren't even
everything.
talking
Like,
or nothing. We was just texting. Like I said, I wasn't out yet, so I was just texting her.
Like after that day that I had messaged her, like a week after that, I was all in. Like, I was fully for it. Like, you're my girlfriend and that's it. But we never really had the conversation about it. Girls at school really liked her, and like, you could be all over her, all in her face, and she would barely pay you no attention. And I'll be like, she not gonna do this to me, because I knew she liked me, but I was like, you not gonna be like, because she would literally get them to that point, and then she'd be like, I'm not gay. So I was like, I'm not gonna be another one of these little girls. And before cheer practice and everything, like, she would go to basketball practice, I would go to cheer practice, and like, we would hug each other, stand with each other, like, talk the whole time, like, because the school would end and we wouldn't have to be there at practice till a certain time. And where we practiced at was right across from the gym, so we would just separate right, like, literally 2 minutes before we had to be where we were supposed to be. Like, my coach didn't even like her because we would be like this close to each other literally till the last 30 seconds I had. But then we would text each other, like, we would be together all day at school, and then we would text each other, and I'd be like, she don't even really like me. Like, she liked me, but I don't think she never gonna act on it. So I had just got picked up, so this was the same day, and I had just got picked up from school by my dad. I was in the Dairy Queen drive-thru, and I remember just sitting there, like, and she had texted me or something, and I was just thinking, like, today's the day, like, I'm gonna say something. And I was so scared because
I wasn't gonna say nothing, because like I said, I wasn't out and I was scared. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I knew I liked her, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was like, shit.
And she literally was the type where she was
gonna
like,
have to.
I was gonna have to initiate and do everything,
because I was not gonna do it.
But once again, she was the type to be like, you get this far with her, and then she like, I don't fuck with you, like, I'm not gay. And you like, girl, you literally just did all this and now you don't like me, you're not gay. So I was like, if she says she don't like me, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna just text her and be like, girl, I'm just playing. Like, I was lying. But so I texted her this like long paragraph, and I just was like, I don't know how you feel about this, and I know you be telling everybody you're not gay or whatever, but I really do have feelings for you, and I like you a lot, and I don't know if you like me. And so, like, she had texted me, and I did not want to touch my phone after she texted me back, because I was so scared that she just gonna be like, girl, I'm not gay. Or she just would not text people back. Like, I went through her DMs, like, a while ago, not in a bad way, because I know she wouldn't, like, cheat on me or nothing. But I was going through her DMs to see what the hell did she be talking about. And literally, girls would DM her, like, and be like, are you gay? And she would just read it. Or, like, girls from school would talk to her and DM her, and she would just, like, laugh and play along. But as soon as they got to, like, oh, I like you, she just would not say nothing. Like, and I'm like, really? Like, how can you do this to people? But when I had finally looked at my phone, she just was like, I know it may not seem like it, and I don't really say nothing, but I like you too. I was like, oh my God. I was scared because we was so young. Because everybody at school would just be like, do y'all like each other? Are y'all gay? Are y'all together?
And we would be walking to class like, together. We would be all...
No.
And we would hug. Like, she would walk into my class, and I walk her to hers, and we'd give each other a hug. And all my teammates and everybody would be like,
ooh. And I'd be like, we don't even like each other.
I'd be like, no.
And so then, after that, like, everything changed. Like, we would be at school, but, like, we started holding hands all the time. Oh, yeah. I would skip class so I can stay at lunch with her. Like, she would skip class so she can stay at lunch with me. And then, like, everywhere I went in the hallways, I was looking for her. Because, like, we were still at the age where it was, like, we wouldn't try to, like, link up immediately. It would just kind of be, like, I see you, you see me, we'll walk towards each other or something. But, like, I feel like she don't see me, I'm not going to walk up to her. Like, just a little petty childish stuff. So, like, if I came out of the classroom, like, I immediately was looking for her. And if she wasn't around to where I could see her, I would text her, like, where you at? And she'd just be like, oh, I went to somewhere to eat for lunch or some like just different stuff like that. And I would get so mad because, like, I would literally want her near me all the time. Like, I had a release time when I used to come to Cat's Eye with you.
Yeah.
Like, I could leave school. Like, I didn't even have to be at school at that time, but I would stay at school just so I could go to class with her. And I would literally sit in her class.
She did a lot of fried stuff even before we said we
was not even like together.
Before, like, we started texting July, school started in August, and my birthday is August 31st. This girl, I'm walking, like, to the Commons, and she coming, like, the other way, like, from
the exit.
The exit, like, she coming back from somewhere, like, just coming back to school. And she got balloons in her hand. She got a little gift bag. I'm like, what? She had balloons and everything. And I'm like...
And the boy that I was talking to at the time, I had him take me to go buy her a gift for her birthday. Like, he was like, oh, do you want to go to lunch with me? Whatever. I'm like, yeah, actually, I do need to leave. Like, I need to go to the store, too. We can go get lunch, and we can go to the store. And he was like, all right, cool. Like, okay. So we go to lunch together, and it's just me and him. And I'm just in my phone trying to find good gifts, like, good ideas or whatever. Like, searching up, like, good gifts for your girlfriend, whatever. And we was not even together. And so I go in the store, I'm buying her gifts, trying to get her funny stuff. Because, like, everything we did to each other, like, even now, like, everything's a joke with us. So, like, I had got her this strawberry shortcake card, and it had, like, a big 1 on it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I still got it.
Happy first birthday, bae. Something.
Yeah, you said.
And I had got her balloons and everything. And he like, what is all this stuff for or something? And I'm like, Tamra. And he ain't saying nothing. Because everybody, when they would ask me, like, are we together? I'd be like, no, that's just my friend. Because we was girls. So people would just had no choice but to believe us. And so then, after that day, like, that's when we got actually serious. Because before that, like, I was serious about it, but she just was kind of like...
But we was talking all that time, but we didn't tell each other we liked each other till, like, October.
Mm-hmm.
And then we was talking, and then we didn't start going out to the March. Because I was scared still. I'm not the type of person that's just going to be like, oh, because this is my first time messing with somebody. So I was scared.
So then, after I had got her stuff on her birthday or whatever, we had got, like, a lot more serious. And that's when my friends started to notice. Because, like, everywhere we go, like, we would be together. Like, all the time.
It's like we are now.
Yeah, so at school, we would be together. Before games, we would be together. Like, everything. And so then...
During games, halftime.
Mm-hmm. Every time, like, if we had any time that wasn't, like, regulated by anybody, because we were at school, so, like, teachers would be, like, trying to make us go to class or whatever. If we had any time to be around each other, we was together. Like, immediately. As soon as that stuff's over, we're right together. And then the first time we told each other we love each other, we were at a game, and really the only people who knew that we was, like, talking and all that stuff was her friends at the time. I was cool with one of her friends, so it was easy for me to talk to her and be like, Tamara act like she don't like me, some. I knew she was gonna go tell her, so I would tell her instead of my friends. I would tell her because I knew she was gonna tell Tamara because I wanted her to know. And so, like they said, they record the football games, or they would just be they was real cool with the football players.
And we would be walking back and forth.
Yeah, like doing stuff for the football players and stuff because they was real cool with them. And her friend was walking past, and like me and Tamara kept like catching each other's eye, like kept looking at each other, and like she would look at me and I would look away. I would look at her and she would look away, like just weird stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Done with it. And her friend walked past and I was like,
come here.
And she came over and I was like,
hey, tell Tamara I said I love her.
And she was like,
say you love her. And
I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay. And she went over there and she was like, and I seen her talking to her, but I was trying to act like I wasn't looking because I knew she was gonna look at me. And so I'm just trying to look straight, like look around, fix my hair or whatever. And then her friend started walking back and I'm like, oh my God. Because she just looked at her, was talking, and you just turned back around. And I was like, if she don't say it back, I'm gonna cry at this game in front of everybody. And so her friend came back and she was like, Jay. And I'm like, what? She was like, she said she love you too. The whole game, I didn't even want to cheer no more. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to be around her the whole time. And so I was like, oh my God, like I'm in love. That's it. We're young as fuck and we're in love. We never had no relationship problems when we was young. Well, when we was still in school, girls would still try to mess with her. Some of the people, she really was oblivious to them and she was really close to them. And they would be like all over her and all this stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, what? That's my friend. And I'm like, that's not your friend. Like, that's not what friends do. Because like she said, she had never been in a relationship or talked to nobody. So I'm like, she don't need to be all over you and stuff. So we would get into it over little stuff like that. And when we would get into it, I would cause a scene.
She would have her friends. I come out the locker room and her friends be like, Tammy, like, bruh, what do y'all want? Leave me alone. And then, why you do this and that? Like, bruh, leave me alone. I wouldn't say nothing. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Be quiet. Like, leave me alone. They just be... And it'd be hell like they do it all the time. I'm like, I'm be to the point where I don't even walk over there no more. She's mad cause this, that. I'm like, first of all, it's none of y'all business. Leave me alone. That's the type of person I am.
Yeah, and like when I would cause a scene, it was in the middle of everything. So everybody would see them like, oh, she mad. Her locker room was right before mine, but it meets in the middle. Like there's only a door that separates the girls' basketball locker room.
And then like it all goes together.
And ours. So like I seen her standing outside the locker room waiting on me, but I just had just walked past her and I went straight in the locker room. When I'm mad, I just immediately start messing stuff up, like throwing stuff around, doing the most. Yeah, so I went in there and I'm just like slamming my locker, throwing my stuff, hurry up, putting my shoes on, changing, like making a big deal to where everybody just looking at me, but I'm not saying nothing. And they're like, what's wrong? And I was like, no, she got me. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but eventually, like, it was getting close for me, the time to have to go. So I was like,
can't be mad. To this day, Jay cannot be mad at me for a long time at all. She can't.
But yeah, so, cause I didn't want to be like, I wasn't mad enough to where I didn't want to talk to her like for the whole day. So I just kind of went over there and I remember just standing there. And she was like hugging me or something, and she like, are you really mad about this? It wasn't even like that. I don't know. And she always convinced me to not be mad about stuff. So then I wasn't mad anymore. And then I was cheering all of my feelings, not in a bad way, just in my feelings like,
oh my gosh, she really cared about me. Like, she really told me, like, what it was.
So then after that, everybody knew we was together. Dudes, girls, whatever, they knew not to come up and try to talk to me. Anybody knew not to try to come up and talk to her. Like, because I was there. I was on it. Me, I was not playing with nobody at school. Nobody. Especially not about her. And so after that, she graduated, and then I was a senior at school by myself. The whole time we was in high school, like talking, we have never had no fallouts. We've never broken up. We've never not talked to each other for a full day. No arguments, nothing. After that, you graduated, and I was at school, and she would come to my games. Like, she would spend the night at my house all the time. At this time, my parents didn't know.
Your mama knew.
My mom knew.
Her
mom knew.
Oh, they didn't know, like, but they knew, but...
They knew that we liked each other, but they didn't think
because I stayed going over her mom's house. Like,
yeah.
After school every day.
But they didn't think, like, we was as serious as we really was. But we was, like, serious. Like, Christmas, like, I had a job, so, like, I cashed out on Christmas. Like, my mama took me to the mall, and, like, when I tell you I cashed out, like, I was young, and I had spent so much money, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Christmas, and then she got me all these gifts for Christmas, like so much stuff, and we was young, so like when we posted that stuff or whatever, people in high school was like amazed. They like,
oh my god, y'all are so serious, like I want to be just like y'all,
like asking for advice and all this different kind of stuff. And people started hating, so she lost friends, I lost friends. Like people, they didn't like our relationship for whatever reason. I don't know, but literally we was just straight. Like we was cool. We didn't care what nobody said. We didn't care how nobody felt. Like we was just together. And then I graduated, and by the time I had graduated, like we was living together.
Yeah, cause after I graduated,
she was like spending
I
night.
started like gradually moving all my stuff over to Mama's house. Like every time I go home, I take another bag.
Like
take
that's
another
how
bag, take another bag.
Because she spent the night so much, like she just got to the point where she just started leaving her stuff over there. And then eventually, like, they knew she wasn't coming home. Like, I wouldn't even be there. Like, I would be at my dad's or
She'd be at
going to school, going to work,
anything.
and she would be at home, like, chilling with my mama. Like, even when I used to be in school, like, I used to see her on Snap, like, chilling with my mama, going to the store with my mama.
We would be going out shopping and stuff, everything.
Yeah, and she would be with my mom. And I wouldn't even know. Like, she wouldn't even tell me, like, oh, I'm about to be at your house. Like, I'm going to your house or something. Like, I would just come home and she would be there. So she got really close to my family too, like my brothers and sisters, like especially my brother.
I'm close to everybody.
Like they kind of built a relationship without me. Like
cause I'd be with him all day.
Yeah, like we was together, but like they had like friendships and like relationships with her. And then my sister had a baby, and she would babysit my niece a lot. And so my sister and her got really close, and now my niece calls her TT, her auntie, and stuff. So it was bigger than just me. So like it was easy for us to gradually come together. And then our parents, our dads ended up finding out or whatever, and we finally like came out as gay that we was together. And that'll be a story time. We'll talk about how we came out to our family. Yeah. But
Sure.
After that, like we moved in together. I went to college.
And I would go to Terre Haute, and
where I went to school at.
I'll take a Greyhound down there every
She would take
weekend.
the bus,
or I send her a bus because I didn't drive, so if her mom or dad couldn't go down there and pick her up, I'm sending
she sending every bus weekend. Ticket, like literally text me a bus ticket, like make sure your stuff's together when you got to class.
Because when nobody finna take me down there, I had to find a way to go see my baby.
Like
so
I'll
go down there, be on the bus for like an hour and a half, and I get down there. Come right back
the next day.
I come back, like the next day.
She would have to go to work and stuff.
Yeah, because I had to go to work, but.
And so we made it work no matter where we was at, because I stayed in Terre Haute for like 2 months, and it was like a long distance relationship, but she still was around my family, like my brother and my niece.
I see you every week though.
Yeah, and we saw each other every weekend.
On the weekend.
And then I ended up coming back from school. We still live with my mom.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and we were still together for a long time. And then mom ended up moving out of her house or whatever. And so we was older. We was like 18 though, but mom ended up kicking us out just because.
She like
y'all.
I'm getting
y'all
a new place. I'm getting a smaller house. It's time for y'all to get your own stuff. So that's what we had to do.
But she didn't kick us out like, oh no, I'm tired of taking care of y'all or nothing. It was just like, y'all older, y'all want to be in a relationship, y'all want to be together, y'all want to live together, like get your own stuff. And so I'm like, girl, you're not about to. I know she was about to make me leave or nothing, but she was gone. She was gone. Like she was not playing. So we stayed with my sister for like 2 months, and then we worked and worked and worked, and then we bought a car. We got an apartment, and
now we here.
We together.
And we thugging.
And, like...
everything happened, like, accidentally. Like, it wasn't like we was just about to start talking. Like, we was friends, and then it just happened.
Yeah.
It kind of just happened.
Because we was really close as friends before we started, like, trying to be together. I was like, okay...
maybe I am gay.
And so then I finally realized, like, in my head it's clicking. I'm like, that's why I always want to be around Tamara. That's why I always, like, in her face all the time. I'm like, I like her. Dumbass girl. Like, what? I like her.
I never been that.
But then, so, we together. Now we got 2 sons together.
Yeah.
We got a family. We got a crib. And we chilling.
Yeah.
So that's the story on how we met and how we got together. And
it's been 3 years.
Yeah, we went together for 3 years. Yeah. And we have never broken up. Nothing.
Not at all.
Yeah, so that's the story on how we met, and we ain't breaking up no time soon. So our next video,
You ain't never breaking up with me.
I have never.
You never
okay.
breaking up with me. You breaking up with me.
And that was concluded.
You breaking up.
We're
with
breaking
me?
up.
You breaking up with me.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know.
just playing. Girl, hell no. Hell no.
We never breaking
Yeah,
up.
she just. Okay, y'all, but that wraps up our first video on the story time of how we met. We're gonna try to post like twice a week.
Yep. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna get it through there.
Yeah,
Cause I know y'all want to be nosy. Y'all always trying to know something about us.
So this is
Y'all
our outlet.
nosy.
If y'all want to know,
Nosy, but
this is how y'all gonna know. So our next video is gonna be the Q&A. We'll probably be posting that sometime next week.
So if you have more questions, just DM us or something.
Yeah, hit us up. Let us know. If you have any video requests that you want us to do, hit us up.
Know.
But yeah, that wraps it up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Let everybody know what's up with us. We'll be posting a lot, and thanks for all the love on my first video.
Yeah.
I mess with y'all. We'll see you guys next week on our next video. Until then.
Alright then, gang.
I swear to God, this girl be tripping, dawg.